Hi, I'm Todd Heitkamp, the owner of Dakota Angler here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, with this week's 2-minute fishing report. Well, folks, Mother Nature finally cooperated with us this past weekend and gave us an unbelievable weekend of fantastic weather. So a lot of people hit the water this past weekend, and a lot of people had some success. Not everyone caught fish, but at least I can say everyone enjoyed the nice weather and enjoyed the time out on the lake. As far as the walleye report is concerned, around the areas of the lakes up in the northeastern part of the state, lakes that we heard that were producing fish included Indian Springs, Reed, Wabae, Enemy Swim, Dry Lake by Clark, as well as Reeds, and also some of the smaller sloughs up in that area. And then also down the southeastern part of the state, lakes included Ponset. And remember, Ponset is a no-wake lake due to the continuation of the flooding up there. And honestly, folks, I wouldn't recommend you take a boat on there anyway, out of courtesy to the cabin and homeowners around Lake Ponset. Other lakes included Thompson, Lake Henry, right by Thompson, did pretty well. From shore, also 81 Ponds, Sinai, and now I understand the boat ramp is open, so you can get to that. And then also Henry WPA, Madison, Campbell, Island, and Twin. And remember, Twin is that trophy lake. Now, what have guys been doing? Again, the continuation of jigs and live bait, jigs and minnows. Now, this past week, we were able to get leeches, and we're hoping that this week we'll also have leeches. A few people are using them, but still, I think it is definitely a minnow bite. Otherwise, guys are using jigs and plastics. And that includes swim baits as well as twister tails. And then out in the Missouri River, guys are doing quite well, especially at the Mobridge area, also Chamberlain and the Platte area. And guys, what they're doing out there is mainly jigs and minnows. Also, a few guys are pulling bottom bouncers and spinners, and then also a few guys are pulling plugs. But again, jigs and minnows seem to be the main presentation of choice. In this week's version of Todd's Tackle Tips, we're going to talk about jigs, and the reason why is that last week we talked about swim baits and the importance of the swim baits and the type of swim baits you use to really improve your catch rate out there. But honestly, when we're talking about improving your catch rate, nothing is more important than the jigs that you're using, because number one, a lot of people think of a jig or a hook as just a bait transfer system, and in a way it is. But also that hook has to be big enough or long enough, that shank of the hook anyway, has to be long enough or big enough to get through all that plastic, so that when you set that hook comes through that plastic and into the roof of the mouth of the fish. So again, some of the best jigs that are on the market for plastics right now, again, you can never go wrong with the VMC Neon Moon Eye jigs. They have a nice bait keeper system on there, and the nice thing about the bait keeper system, again, is that when you get a bite, that doesn't allow that plastic to come off right away. So you can cast multiple times, catch multiple fish without having to worry about that plastic coming loose. Something new this year from Northland is the Current Cutter jig. Again, a very good bait keeping system, very aerodynamic, or as far as current is concerned. So again, a very good jig to use this year with plastics. And then also the Bee Fishing H2O Precision jigs, very similar to the Current jig, but again, very, very good bait keeping system on each one of those jigs. So those three jigs are the ones I recommend for most of the swim bait action that you're going to be using this spring and also this fall. They can also be used for live bait, and then we're talking about larger live bait like chubs or even very large minnows like what we have here at the store, or you can also use them with twister tails. But the main thing is stop on by, take a look at them, check them out, and if you have any questions, give us a call or stop on by and ask, and we'll be more than happy to help you out. Now it's time to take a look at a few photos that you sent in to me this past week. And remember, folks, if you'd like your photo included in next week's version of the 2-Minute Fishing Report, please send it to me. Send it to Todd@DakotaAngler.com or post it to our Facebook wall. And if I use your photo, your name will be entered into a monthly drawing for a $25 gift certificate. And folks, before we end this week's report, I want to remind you that once again we are going to have another Hot Buy weekend coming up beginning on Thursday. I won't tell you what it is, but again, stay tuned to all our social media outlets, including Facebook, Twitter, as well as Instagram. That will definitely tell you what's going to be happening. And thanks to all of you that have participated so far up to this point in time. And then also, folks, if you need a flat of crawlers or a half flat of crawlers that are now coming up, a pound or a half pound of leeches, give us a call to reserve yours today. Whether or not you're going up to Canada or in the river or whatever you need, give us a call to reserve your flat or a pound of leeches, whatever you need for your trip. Our phone number is 605-336-9132. Well, folks, that's this week's version of the 2-Minute Fishing Report. For Dakota Angler, I'm the owner, Todd Heitkamp, and as we say around here, fish on! We'll see you next time, and again, thanks for watching.